Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review 1917. And this was the one film I was really waiting for to come out because I didn't really want to do my top 10 video yet because I felt like this was something that I needed to see. And boy, am I glad I waited because this skyrocketed into my top 10. I absolutely love this film. And I'm going to start with my favorite aspect of the film, which was 100% the cinematography, because you could call me a Roger Deakins fan, which is kind of undermining that, but I'm going to gush about cinematography right now because the camera work in this film was awe-inspiring, and I could not believe how amazing the camera work, the fact that this was shot like it was one shot, and I see people complaining that it's just a gimmick. No, how this camera worked in this film was so engrossing. You felt so enclosed in these trenches. You felt so warped in these horrible landscapes of war. And when the camera crawled across the ground, you could almost smell the environment. You could see the flies swarming dead horse carcasses or piles of bodies, and everything just felt so real. The production design in this was incredible, and you felt so engrossed in it. Probably the weakest aspect of this, this didn't spend enough time with some characterization where you could have felt even more for these two main characters, but George McKay and Dean Charles Chapman give outstanding performances, and especially George McKay, who had a lot of physical heavy lifting in this film, and he did fantastic. And Thomas Newman's score, there's one particular scene where all the technical aspects of this film in the ruins of this town at night, with flares and explosions and fires in the background, the lighting, the orange light off of the fires, just these ruins, and just the score along with that just all came together, and I felt moved in the theater watching this. And the performances, like I mentioned, these two lead performances were so great, and there was some really emotional heavy lifting as well. And then there's a whole bunch of great supporting performances from Colin Firth in his little bit, which was mostly exposition, but he did a fine job. And Andrew Scott, and Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch, for the very short amount of time, his presence in it, you could just feel it. And one particular, how this film ends, is a really moving moment. And everything that goes into this, and Sam Mendes, who made this for his, I believe his grandfather, great-grandfather, who fought in World War I, just brings it all together. The pacing, the atmosphere, you just feel everything. You're so lost and engrossed in this moment. And there's a lot of quieter moments that were impactful. And this film worked on so many levels for me. I absolutely love this film. Go check out 1917. It is an amazing film, and it deserved those accolades that it got at the Golden Globes. So, go check it out. Let me know what you think. And thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.